How many sons did Jesse, David's father, have? Jesse had 8 sons. What did God say to Samuel when Samuel looked at Jesse's first son and said, "Surely this is the Lord's anointed"? God said, "People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." What was the name of Jesse's youngest son? David. What did God say about David? "I have found David, son of Jesse, a man after my own heart." After the fight with Goliath, why did Saul make David the commander of the men of war? Because David was successful in everything that Saul asked him to do. How was David successful in everything he did? Because God was with him. Where was David when King Saul was resting in the cave? David was hiding far back in the same cave. Why did David not take the opportunity to kill King Saul? Because David knew he does not have the right to kill the one who God had anointed. After David became a king and was living in a beautiful palace, what did David want to do for God? David wanted to build a nice house, a temple for God. God did not allow David to build a temple, but instead God gave David something. What was it? God gave his covenant promise for David. What was God's covenant promise for David? God promised that he will make David a house, a dynasty of kings. David's kingdom and his throne will be established forever through his descendants. What did God say about building the temple? God said that one of David's sons who becomes the king after David will build a house for his name. Who became the king after David? Solomon, son of David. Who did David call to have Solomon be anointed as king? Zadok the priest, Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada. What was Solomon told to remember? Observe the requirements of God and follow all his ways. Keep the decrees, commands, regulations, and laws written in the law of Moses. One day, God spoke to Solomon. How did God speak to Solomon? God spoke in Solomon's dream. God said to Solomon, "What do you want? I will give it to you." What did Solomon ask for? Solomon asked God for wisdom. Why did Solomon ask for wisdom? Because he wanted to be able to govern God's people well and know the difference between right and wrong. God was very pleased and gave Solomon even the things that he did not ask for. What were they? God gave Solomon riches and fame that no other king in all the world can compare to for the rest of his life. God also promised for long life if Solomon follows and obeys God. Where did Solomon build a temple for God? Jerusalem. Why was the temple a special place? Because God said it was the place He would dwell with His people. The priests carried the Ark of the Covenant into the most holy place. What happened after the priest came out? The thick cloud, the glorious presence of the Lord filled the temple.